Nnamdi Kanu lawyer Mike Ozekhome raises alarm over the ear problem of Ohamadike, and they no gree make dem treat am inside detention, and the reason is that Nnamdi Kanu no trust them. You wey no like am, wey no allow im doctor see am, im no go trust make only una doctor treat him all alone without his personal doctor being present. And according to the lawyers, Honorable Justice Binta Nyako has given directives before that he should be given access to his own personal doctor. Now his lawyer have also had a meeting with DSS, their doctors, and also Nnamdi Kanu, where he told them the same thing, that Nnamdi Kanu should be allowed to bring his own personal doctor so that the treatment can continue. And being that his former doctor is not in the country, he needed to select another personal doctor. And after doing that, he needed to get together as in to discuss with his new personal doctor so that the treatment can continue. He also delved in the judgment that has been given to Nnamdi Kanu before, which they never complied to. So I'm going to allow you to watch the video, but as you are watching it, make sure you are clicking on that share button, like, and let me know what you think on the comment section. Watch the video.
How's it been for ear surgery? How did you come about this?
Yes, I was with my client, the applicant in these proceedings, Nnamdi Kanu, on the 3rd of June this year. I led my friend here, my learned friend, to see Nnamdi Kanu on the 3rd of June 2023 at the DSS facility. At that meeting, I told the Director of Legal Services, after we had brainstormed for more than 1 hour as to how and why such a short surgery will be done, and the meeting was actually instigated by my letter to the DSS, that Nnamdi Kanu should be allowed to have this is ear surgery based on your own medical report. The SSS itself, their doctor, their in-house doctor, checked his ear in November 2022 and found that it was having some blockage, that there was a need to operate on this ear before he gets deaf. I therefore wrote to the SSS to let us meet, and they approved our meeting. And we met with the Director of Legal Services of SSS, the 2 in-house medical doctors, a male and female, were there, and some other top officials of SSS were there. And I led my learned friend, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, to that meeting. And I then demanded that Nnamdi Kanu should be present at the meeting, because we are only lawyers and we do not know anything about medicine or surgery. And they fetched Nnamdi Kanu, and we all sat down and brainstormed and agreed that there was no way they could have carried out that surgery on Kanu without his own personally appointed medical doctor, a doctor of his own choice, as earlier directed on the 21st of October 2021 by the Honorable Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court, that he be allowed to have his personal doctor so that there could be a second opinion on his deteriorating state of health, wherein they are increasing his potassium level every day. They are using him as a guinea pig for trial because they do not know the cause of his illness. And all the tests they have done, blood tests, urine tests, stool tests, which they have always done, they have sent to South Africa and some other countries. Nnamdi Kanu to date has never been availed of what the results were, nor have we, his counsel. So at that meeting, therefore, I impressed it upon them that there was no way they could carry out a surgery on Nnamdi Kanu's ear without his personal physician being present. That we will not even allow it. And that was what we agreed on. The meeting was that when Nnamdi Kanu finally appoints any one or two doctors of his choice, they should get across to us. We will now again write to the SSS for an interactive session between these doctors and Nnamdi Kanu, because his earlier doctor, Dr. Sylvain Okorochukwu, who had been treating him even before his extraordinary, torturous and forceful rendition from Kenya back to Nigeria on the 27th of June 2021, who had gone to the DSS facilities 2 times and had been denied access to see Nnamdi Kanu, himself was not in the country. Because of that, it means that whichever doctors that will be seeing Nnamdi Kanu will be seeing him for the first time, and Nnamdi Kanu will be seeing them for the first time. So there must first be that interactive session so that they can have a synergy to know whether these are doctors that he can go with or whether he will need another set. Surprisingly, suddenly, like Fela will put it, we saw flying in the social media some characters saying that the family of Nnamdi Kanu has allegedly debriefed me and Ifeanyi Ejiofor. There are certain pieces of news I don't take serious. I didn't just laugh. I guffawed. It was a loud laughter that these guys do not know what they are talking about. You cannot sit in Germany. You do not know what is going on with your brother's case or his life. And you say that Nnamdi Kanu has been trying since 11th of May to get across to me, and I've been refusing to see him. Whereas I was with Nnamdi Kanu on the 3rd of June. And the very day you were releasing this text, this social media damnable and defamatory statement, Ifeanyi Ejiofor was physically with Nnamdi Kanu. You release this, your social media something, at 1:57 p.m. 3 minutes before the 2 p.m. when Ejiofor was supposed to meet with Nnamdi Kanu. And he met him. And Nnamdi Kanu sent his personal greetings, happiness, and thanks to me through Ejiofor. And that everything is going on well. He's very happy the way I've conducted his case. Since I came in January 2022, I got 8 of the 15 counts dismissed by this honorable court here, Justice Nyago. The remaining 7 counts, I was dissatisfied. I took them to the Court of Appeal. And on the 13th of October 2022, in a landmark judgment, the Court of Appeal dismissed the remaining 7 counts and gave Nnamdi Kanu a clean bill of health. The Court of Appeal declared that Nnamdi Kanu was hereby discharged. The Court of Appeal declared that Nnamdi Kanu should never again be arrested or detained over this matter. The Court of Appeal went further to declare that never again should Nnamdi Kanu be tried on the same offenses for which he was extraordinarily, torturously, and extrajudicially renditioned back to Nigeria from a sovereign country, Kenya, where he had gone to in May 2021 as a British citizen, not even as a Nigerian citizen, without following the extradition process. And a whole federal government, rather than defend its citizen, as the American government will do, they will go to any country to go and take out one of their citizens. We have seen it again and again. A whole federal government filed a motion for stay of execution of the liberty of its own citizen, contrary to Section 36 of the Constitution. An unknown process, and another panel of the Court of Appeal granted that stay. They filed an appeal to the Supreme Court and they sat on it. They refused to prosecute the appeal. They will file papers, they will not serve us until we go there by ourselves to search. the federal government has been running. But by the grace of God, they cannot hide. On the 14th of September, 2023, this case will come up before the Supreme Court. Nnamdi Kanu will secure his freedom. The Court of Appeal made it clear that the acts of the federal government were egregious and they breached Nnamdi Kanu's fundamental rights. And I should never again be detained or tried on the same offenses. The federal government has not abided by that decision. The federal government has not abided by the ruling, the judgment of the United Nations Human Rights Panel against detention, which was made in July 2021, that Nnamdi Kanu be released, and not only released, he should even be compensated for the degradation and violation of his human rights. The federal government has not abided by the African Union own ruling that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. The federal government has not abided by the decision of the Umuahia Federal High Court, sitting at Umuahia, that the detention of Nnamdi Kanu was illegal, unconstitutional, and that he be released immediately. And indeed, they awarded 500 million naira damages against the federal government and in favor of Nnamdi Kanu. They have not abided by that decision. They continue to go to play the same roulette like a yo-yo that Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail.